All right, bang, bang. Today is Wednesday. It's April 12th. Welcome to the Dog Walk, presented by Barstool Sports. It's myself, it's Danny, it's Chief. Are you guys flipping chairs again? Perpetually flipping chairs?
I let Chief choose. It's like musical chairs every time, but I was here last week as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I was just kind of, because the first time I switched, he like made a comment about it, so I decided I'm just going to switch every time for a bit just to...
I get the worst angle. That's why.
Welcome.
That's the worst angle? The head-on?
Here, you could see the side. That you can kind of hide behind the mic. Here, you get all my blemishes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I need to hide a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Hide the chins.
Yeah.
So I feel
I'm also
like
worried about, I'm wearing shorts because it's warm out. I feel like I need to be hiding my legs too.
get some tan going.
It was like
80 today.
shockingly white.
I'm always just thinking about my my moose knuckle.
Oh, yeah.
My
You don't want the
pants
balls
scrunching
out.
up. Here,
You don't want the balls out, that's for sure.
Got to censor it.
I liked it better when we were audio only, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it kind of sucks just having to look at how fat you've gotten over the course of a couple months. It's real proof.
If you walk by, like we had this live show back in 2018 that has like, we had like a little printout poster board for it. I mean, my face, the jowl
one over there?
Yeah, I had a jawline. I had a jawline. Now it's just like a shitty beard and jowls covering it all up.
It's president years. I'm on, right, Harry? I can't really hear me.
I can hear
I've been
good?
saying for years we should do makeup. We should have someone force us to do makeup, I should say.
No, makeup sucks, dude.
Have you done it? You're a makeup guy?
I mean, we did makeup for the Muggsy shoot.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I didn't hate it.
They weren't bad. I did makeup for like
Nobody loved it like our guy White Sox did.
Oh, he loved it.
He loved getting pampered.
Getting glammed up, as they say.
Getting the powder on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved that.
A little mascara.
I did it a couple times for, like, we did something with, like, the sororities in college.
Okay.
And they would put it on, but the difference is they would, like, enjoy, like, they knew it was torturing us.
Yeah, yeah.
So they'd go, like, overboard and they'd, like, really fucking
make you look
pop.
like a two-bit whore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Have you ever done a manicure pedicure?
I actually haven't. Not against it. I actually want to do it, but I've never done it.
They're nice. And
Yeah.
I did one maybe a month ago, and I needed like a detox day. It's the same day I did that like Float 60 thing. I got a pedicure. I went in for a pedicure, and they're like, "Oh, like, do you want a manicure too?" And I'm like, yeah, sure, what the hell?
Why not?
Just paint my nails while you're at it.
No, they didn't put anything on there, but they just like scrub them down and like I don't know,
How is
cuticles or whatever. It was fine. The pedicure is like a full on massage. Like they like really massage like your calves and like, you know, scrub your feet down. It's the water. They have like this warm water bath that you put your feet in. It's nice.
They didn't have to pull out the Sawzall or anything. Some of those toes.
Yeah. They're like, do you want us to shave your toe hair? I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, they asked that?
I'm joking. Dave always just likes to say I've got like caveman feet.
Well, they should offer to shave your toes, though, I feel.
I feel like that'd be very uncomfortable after.
My barber last time asked me if I wanted to like trim my eyebrows, and I was like,
Yeah, I do that. I'll do that when he offers.
see, like I feel like, and he did it, and I do more recently. I'll get like a few stragglers that are like, you know, half-inch long, and I just kind of fold them into the rest of my eyebrows so you can't tell.
Just gel your eyebrows.
And he was like, yeah, and he was like, this is what happens. You get older. You get a little bit more.
I fucking love old guys who have bushy eyebrows,
Bro,
dude.
like the guys that look like fucking Stalin.
It's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
They're like curly hair in their eyebrows.
Yeah, dude, they got Steve Harvey's mustache on their eyebrows.
So here's like another, because like you get hair everywhere as you get older. Your nose gets more hairy, your ears get hairier, and the same barber had like a theory. It's actually Harry's guy who gave me the name of this. He said that, you know, like your nose hair has a purpose. Like it's like a built-in filter. So he was wondering, and I'm like, this makes sense to me, that if you get more hair as you get older, because your body knows like your immune system's not as good as it used to be. So,
really?
I don't know if that's true. It's probably not, but it made sense to me. Where it's like, you know, if that, you know, those particles get into your lungs, we don't have like the internal immune system to fight them, so we better stop them at the door. We got some more nose hair out there.
I know that was always a girl's thing, right? Like they didn't shave their pubic region, we'll call it, because they said it was good to have hair down there for like infections and whatnot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I have heard that before.
I never
have you
heard
that
that.
before.
No.
Yeah, like it's not good to be fully bald.
Must be a lot of infected girls these days.
Yeah.
They're all bald.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that. That's
wonder
pretty
how
good.
that works. What, the bald?
Yeah.
All right, a little bald, little ear action. We're really pulling back the onion here.
I'm going to leave.
You knew it right when he said it too.
And bald twins.
When he said fucking the twin balds.
Yeah.
Well, they also say, isn't it your eyes and your nose, or sorry, your ears and your nose are the only things that keep growing?
I know that about your yeah, I've heard that.
So maybe as the nose get bigger, as the nose gets bigger,
does not stop growing. It was just,
really?
Yeah. Like, so what you ever see old people just have
their noses get huge.
Yeah.
Those big red noses.
No, but that's people who have like alcoholism
like
or some
the
shit,
Disney
right?
Scrooge the red, yeah, but
yeah,
their
the
noses
redness.
still
But
get
like,
bigger.
60 years from now, like you'll be sitting like that and your nose will be touching that microphone.
I guess
No
it depends
shit.
on the rate of your nose growth.
Yeah.
So why are people getting nose jobs if they're just gonna get fucking?
I don't know. Maybe it stunts it or something. But that's more about like the shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want to get rid of that bump.
Yeah.
Would you ever get a nose job?
No. Would you?
It's like my fear to break my nose. I've always had a fear of it for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up. It's just cartilage.
I feel
I don't know, like even right now,
I feel like
I'm
that's
touching
in
my
your
face.
future. I feel like that's not the broken nose part, but like I feel like you get like you lost your sense of smell and taste. Like you might have a deviated septum issue.
Oh, my nose is fucked.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
so go in there, have them touch it up, clean it out.
Just come out with a Ken doll nose.
Yeah.
I think my voice will change. That's what they say, right?
I don't know.
Your voice changes if you get it done.
Really?
I think so.
Well, maybe if you're like nasally to begin with.
Yeah, I don't. Do I have kind of a nasally voice?
I mean, no more than any other Chicago person.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know plenty of people who didn't like their nose and they ended up breaking it. I don't know if it was on purpose or what, and they got a nose job. It was
How many
a
times do you
win-win.
think
Yes.
Biz has broken his nose?
Oh fuck!
That's why he talks like that.
I knew a guy who had a pretty rough nose, and he was a county guard, and he got fucking pummeled in a fight.
Oh.
Bad, and it was not a good situation, and broke his nose.
Yeah.
But he got a free nose job on the state of
company
Illinois.
dime, yeah.
The state of Illinois.
Yeah,
So.
I've been like punched in the nose. I've had nose bleeds, but I've never broken it. I got a pretty resilient nose, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Getting hit in the nose is just the worst in general. It's automatic tears.
Yeah.
You're immediately a
Anything
pussy.
with even just like plucking a nose hair, auto tears.
Mhm.
Can't do it.
Man card revoked.
No good. No good. So I did tease my Masters trip
Yeah.
yesterday on the mid show. It was a crazy experience. You said you went. We talked about it
Yeah,
last year.
it was legitimately 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So
So you didn't have your phone on you.
No.
Did you even know what time it was?
So here's where like I wrote stuff down actually.
he was gauging time by the sun.
Well, that's what. So, the big thing about the Masters that everyone loves to point out: can't bring your phone. Can't bring your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew you couldn't bring your phone, and I had always just envisioned the no phone policy being a thing where, like other American sports, they pat you down, they put you through a metal detector, and if you have it, they're holding you back, right? Mm-hmm. So people leave it in their car, they leave it at their rental house, they leave it at their hotel. No, they don't. It's a straight honor system.
Dude, that's awesome. That's golf.
Yeah,
That's what you penalize yourself.
it was a straight honor system.
Did you see any rogue phones though?
I did not. And I asked someone a story, and it was one of the foreplay guys told me that someone's like, I don't know, swing coach or something had a phone, and he was like, oh, like, yo, be careful, like you can't have that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll be fine. And they found him, and they're like, yo, get the fuck out.
They
And
tossed
he's
him?
like,
The swing coach?
I don't even know who he was. It's because years ago, I guess. And like the golfer had to like vouch for him, and like he had to put his phone, or he got kicked out. I forget exactly what
Wow.
happened. So it's very strict. It's very
I like
strict.
that though.
I do too. It was very unique.
Yeah.
That-
and you're a guy who likes to disconnect.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So, what was funny was, where they're like, the group I was with, like the guy who was guiding us all, was like, hey, if anybody gets lost, meet at this tree at 4 p.m. And I'm like, yeah, sure, dude. Let me just look at my watch that
This
I
is
don't
fucking
wear.
Sherwood Forest.
Yes.
Like how are you supposed to like have markings on the tree?
Yes. So I don't worry. If you're not a watch guy,
Yeah.
you don't know what time it is at all.
Yeah.
You know? And I went for the practice round. I should say it was Wednesday, so there was nothing going on besides some guys hitting some balls. I saw Brooks Koepka walk through. I almost wanted to get a watch because you feel important. You see a guy wear a watch, it's like, oh, I got to ask him a question. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got you. It's 4:45.
I feel like a disproportionate, they make watches, like nice looking watches with the Masters logo on it. And
Yeah.
I feel like I see those more than I should.
Probably.
Like guys just have them, and it's like, well, I'm here. I need to know what time it is, so I better go in the pro shop and get a watch.
I could see you pulling out the pocket watch.
The pocket. Yeah, actually, it's 4:45, sir.
I've never been a watch guy.
So you don't have that. They allow cameras. So we
Like
saw someone taking a picture,
Like a
like real cameras, like digital
like a disposable
cameras.
or a digital one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they use disposable or not. I assume yes. So like guys are taking pictures, like, hey, you mind taking a picture of us? Like, yeah, you mind taking a picture of us after? And they're like, yeah, problem, but like, how am I going to get it to you? And they're like, well, just remember my email address. We're like, well, how are you going to remember it?
Dude.
We went through our group. It's like, you remember Frank, you remember Armstrong, you remember Yahoo.com.
Yeah.
And like literally, it's like, what's your name? Frank. That's how fucking old school this
If
place
you were a
is.
team guy, you would have given out yours because everyone would remember the Barstool Sports one.
They made me at the end. Yeah, they're like, hey, you just got to start giving out people's emails.
Yeah.
Your email because people remember that. So that's what I ended up having to at one point, Liz, Elizabeth, the Barstool River North manager, I had her business card. And I was like, hey, could you just send it to here? Like, you know what I mean? And so when I got...
she's just getting flooded with...
Yes. When I got I texted her, I was like, hey, if you get a random picture of me, just forward it
Send
over.
it over,
You know,
yeah.
I'm like, she's like, oh, nice. My business card came in handy. You know what I mean? And she thankfully, she understood because she went to the Masters before.
Oh, okay.
But it was just funny. Like, that's so unique, man.
It is.
That's so unique.
Poor Elizabeth just getting like unsolicited airdrops.
Yeah, from all these guys.
A bunch of people that probably still have like a Comcast or AOL emails that are down there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Even when we went up to the seats and we're standing there and you're just looking out and you look for whatever, a couple seconds, a minute.
Yeah.
But then naturally everyone's inclination is to pull their phone out
Yeah.
and start browsing. You can't do that.
I was just gonna ask, what do you do? What do you do instead?
Talk to people.
You just, you look around, like you just talk.
Take
you-
in the nature.
Were you in an awkward situation where you would normally have pulled out your phone? You know, like if you're ever waiting for someone, you can't just be standing there with your hands in your pocket. You
Yes.
gotta like look at your phone or something.
Everybody's in that boat. Everyone is just standing there.
Like it's 1999.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Wow. How long were you there for? How many hours?
We got to Augusta National at 1 and we left at like 6.
Okay.
So not 5 hours maybe.
Yeah.
How was that dopamine rush when you got to check your phone for the first time? It's like being on Facebook for your birthday. Just notification.
Yeah,
notification.
everything was like, ooh, what do I got here?
Yeah.
And not even for some reason,
A bunch of emails from AOL.com.
yeah, exactly.
A text from Elizabeth. What the fuck is this picture I just got of you?
Heard some ringback tones.
Yeah.
There was even a situation where I say 6. I think it was. That's when I think I got my phone.
Yeah.
Like,
No
I don't-
concept.
Like the
At the time.
sun was like sort of setting. Yeah.
just no concept.
Yeah.
No concept. Other observations I had. So I had
How was the food? Did you do the concession stands?
did that.
The
I did
famous
that.
like
Yes.
$2 sandwich.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a pimento cheese.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the dozen taste contest, you know that I was battling a little bit of a cold.
Yeah.
So my nose and my taste buds weren't at its peak. My ear didn't pop the whole trip.
Yeah.
So I was kind of playing hurt.
Yeah.
And it was fine. It didn't gross me out, but I was like, all right, I had the pimento cheese.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm good.
But even it's just like the prices like blow my mind. Like
Oh,
those,
it's
we did that
crazy.
podcast like what the fuck happened in 1971. Like
Yeah.
those prices are from 1971. They got like everything's cost like a Costco hot dog price.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was like that. So I tried the pimento cheese. I tried the barbecue sandwich. And that was it, just beer besides that.
Your ear didn't pop the whole time from the plane?
The whole time.
Did you chew
Ooh.
gum? Did you do any?
Did you do one of these?
Yep, tried it all. It was a sinus thing.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it was like
So
it was
get-
not.
fucking deviated something.
Yeah, it
that's
was
all.
battling.
Yeah.
It was just battling the whole
Did
time.
you manage to know when 4 o'clock rolled around and were you able to get back to that tree?
Well, I did not detach myself from the group.
Okay.
I was in a good spot.
It's a big buddy system.
It
area.
is.
Yeah.
It is. So what's cool was I also did unbeknownst to me, not the biggest golf guy, not the biggest, Masters tradition guy. We had like
You wouldn't know it by looking at your hat.
yeah, right. Little show. So unbeknownst to me, we had like an insane hookup too.
Oh.
So we were using a members tickets.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
This wasn't even like the lottery thing that everyone has to go.
These are the ones that I was talking about. They get passed down in like your family and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Inherited.
apparently, if people don't know, to go to the Masters, you need to win a lottery. Mm-hmm. If you don't win the lottery, you got to buy it secondhand market, which is few and far between, from what I understand, and they're like thousands of dollars. Mm-hmm. This was a straight up members tickets. So the member wasn't there. Like I knew him from the guy who got us in was a friend of a friend.
Okay.
And so we like got to go down Magnolia Lane, which I guess is a big deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so we're driving like through this thing. Even Riggs and all these guys were like, "What? Like, do you know like what the fuck you just did?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, we took a golf cart. They took us to the course, which no one else is getting that, and we got access to like this roped off area where you could buy drinks, and access to the members merch set stand, merch stand.
So and it's different.
It's apparently they do it different items from what I understand. Maybe like a couple, or maybe they just have like what's not in stock. But the regular merch stand,
A members only jacket.
there was nothing like that. Yeah, there was nothing like that. But apparently the one outside is, it's famous for making $1 million an hour.
Yeah.
They say the Masters makes that week they make $50 to $100 million, which is crazy. But I believe it. People are just spending thousands. I mean, I don't like. I bought 3 hats, and I'm like not even like.
Yeah.
Whatever, but it's just like, yeah, you got to do it because they don't sell it online, they don't sell it anywhere. So, we're in the. I said I would tease. I had a run-in with someone.
Yeah.
We're in the members merch stand, and it's me and Brennan Jones from Foreplay, which I'll tell that real quick.
Super
and if
famous.
this Foreplay, fucking they're in a video
huge.
game.
Yeah.
If this is getting boring,
I can't believe you met him.
yeah. So we're in. So how he got Jones? He's a producer of Foreplay, great guy, and one of our people in our group, they missed their flight. We had a 5 a.m. flight out of Southwest, out of Midway. Missed their flight, and they're just like, "Hey, do you know anyone in like Augusta or Atlanta? Like, we got an extra ticket."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll text the Foreplay guys." I'm like, I assume they're like
Taken care
beyond
of.
taken care of, hooked up. And I text Riggs. I'm like, "Hey, got an extra one," and he's like, "Yeah, we could definitely use it," because I figured someone would be there, or they'd auction it off to like a Foreplay fan.
Yeah.
And someone could get a cool experience. Little do I know, they don't have anything besides Dan Rappaport. He had the media ticket. Riggs had tickets to Thursday, which I'm sure they could have found tickets somewhere. But at that moment, they didn't have it in. And Jones had never been. And he's like over the moon. This guy falls in his ticket, whatever. So it's me and him in the merch stand. And we look up, he goes, "Roger Goodell."
No.
I swear to God, me to like, I don't know, 20 feet from Roger Goodell.
Did you give him a Viva?
You shout Hitler.
Oh, dude, I was like, I froze because A, there's no phones, even if I wanted to do anything. B, he's wearing the green jacket. He's a member there. So this is not just like a random Goodell sighting who's there with his family or there as a fan. The guy belongs to Augusta National, which I had no idea.
I mean, he makes like $45 million a year, and he's.
But it's not about money, dude.
No,
the
but
richest people can't even get in there. It's about
it's about power too, and like
power
it's
status.
CEO, like to me, like that. It is not shocking to me that he's a member there.
No, I saw Lynn Swan as well. He's a member.
No shit. Okay.
But just seeing, I'm telling you, it was so close to Goodell, and I'm like, how do I approach this? Obviously. Like, do I say hi? Like, no, I'm a Dave guy. Like, I gotta tell this guy.
You shunned him?
Yeah, I gotta say something like, hey Goodell, like whatever. Just like, hey, like,
let Dave watch the game.
Yeah, exactly. Let Dave in the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like wrestling, like how I'm gonna address this, and then as I think he's gonna come, and I probably wasn't gonna say anything just because I'm legitimately a guest.
Yeah.
And he is a member. Like, you gotta have some decorum.
Right.
I'm not that big of a scumbag. I was just.
It's not like you saw him at Declan's.
Yes, exactly. He walked out a side door, and I walked out, and he we never crossed paths again.
Okay.
So it never would have.
You
been
didn't
possible.
accost him.
Yeah, it never would have been possible, and I never would have anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just
pussy.
It was just, well, I mean,
You should have said something to him, then gone dead legs like Portnoy did and drag
that would
you
have
out.
been funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Roger Goodell.
Did you ask for his autograph?
Did he seem big? He strikes me as big when he's at the draft.
That's what everybody says. I didn't think so.
No, you sure it wasn't Jason Garrett?
No, it was not Jason
So you're
Garrett.
saying he was a little bitch?
No, I didn't. No, he's not a little bitch, but he just wasn't. I expected like more physically imposing.
Like fills up a doorway kind of.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Okay.
I didn't see it. It was a hot day, and he was wearing that jacket. He looked perspire. He looked like he was
Sweaty.
perspiring.
Yeah.
And he looked like a little like, because I'll tell you that too. They don't show that on the TV. It's hilly as fuck.
Yeah.
Like hilly,
It is. Like between the holes.
yeah. So you would remember that as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, man, dude,
Yeah.
you're fucking. You're
Why
really
don't
going
we
up and
just
down.
chill in this gallery for a bit?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking hilly.
Did you get a chair?
That the guy who was chaperoning, he had a couple chairs.
Okay, because that policy gives me faith in humanity.
What?
Where you can at Augusta.
Oh yeah.
You run out in the morning. Not run. Sorry, walk because you're not allowed to run. But if you put your chair somewhere, that is your chair. No one will move it. No one will sit in it. And if you don't, and you can just put your chair down and you can walk the course the rest of the day and come back to it when you feel like, and it'll be empty waiting for you.
You bring your own chair?
It's like a branded Augusta National.
Yeah,
like,
you got to buy
folding
their chair.
I was going to say, you didn't bring the one from the GIF. You folding out the lawn chair.
The chairs can't have arms. Armless chairs only at Augusta National.
Yeah, not like the soccer mom was that they throw over their backpack, throw over their shoulder in the backpack. Yeah,
So their chair is.
yeah.
Yes.
What's the etiquette on like were people going up to Roger Goodell asking for a picture or anything? Can you do that there?
What like?
With your-
you know
with
what?
your
That's a good
Polaroid
question. I guess
selfie?
that the people who had
Kodak
cameras.
disposable camera.
That's a very good question. I don't know. It was so quick. The Goodell
Yeah.
interaction was so quick that he was gone before I could blink.
Could you bring a Polaroid video recorder?
Is that a thing?
That's a good
Or
question.
maybe not a Polaroid, but just an old, not a phone video recorder, like a video
Like a
camera.
big
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
like
put
a-
up on your shoulder
Well,
from
there's, like, little
1993.
ones.
Yeah, like
too.
a pencil mic
Yeah.
or a pencil cam, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, like I would imagine the pencil cam.
Probably
could
fine. Yeah.
But they say too, like because they allow Apple Watches, but it's like, hey, if we see you texting or emailing or doing whatever. I
Oh,
mean,
so you're not allowed to do that?
Yeah.
So,
the Apple Watch.
why don't they want you to text from your watch?
I don't know.
Watches are for keeping time only.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's probably all this.
So you get
Whenever,
back to the tree at 4. That's it.
Whenever they pan to the patrons, can't call them fans, right? Whenever they pan to them, they don't want to make it seem like they're not engaged.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does feel like it's a place where they have thought about everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it pays off because
Yeah.
it looks spectacular.
We should also talk about another cool golf outing that's coming up. It is the JP Graziano Jardinera Open.
Love that.
Yes, go to JP Graziano on Twitter, Instagram. Go to his site as well.
Yep.
I'm sure there's some details there. They're doing a nice little thing with a golf outing, and they got great merch. They got a bunch of great
His
content
merch
going on with it.
is spectacular.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm going to run over the story. I've decided something now. We're going to be. I love the NFL draft, and I've decided that you and I are going out to New York for the first round. We'll be back on Friday. I'm not going to do anything on Friday. I'm just going to go get maybe 2 subs
Yeah,
and just
good
sit there and like eat them. All during the draft on that Friday because that's to me is like that's football right there.
He'll be giving out Mr. G subs on the green there too at the Jardinera Open.
There you go.
Yep, you're
Yep.
right. That's a great way to get it. So
Yep.
it's at a simulator place.
Yeah.
In the West Loop, and April 28th to May 5th, it will be going on the championship night and party with the DJ will be on May 6th. So sign up for that. There's a hole-in-one contest. You get free JP Graziano subs for life. So that's a great perk.
I'm starting to think like Jim is low key, like he's like Sandwich Rogan in a way. Like he loves golf, so he's making a golf thing. He loves other food, he's doing that. He's like he's done his one thing like so well that now he's just like whatever he likes, he's gonna make it happen.
And everyone wants a piece of it too. All
Yeah.
the cool people he collabs with.
Yeah.
And us. Not cool people.
Yeah, exactly. Let me make sure that's where it is. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't have the details right here, but you could go sign up. First 50 teams that sign up get a hat. I don't know where they're at right now, but I assume they're going fast. So get in on it. All details, like I said, there's an awesome promo video Jim dropped at JP Graziano on Instagram and Twitter, and of course, grab a beef kit at tasterealchicago.com.
Did you say if you get a hole in one, it's
Free subs for life? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I think I
unbelievable.
said it on a different show. I'll say it again. If I had won that, I'm selling my house. I'm moving to Westwood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
that's
my
it.
currency is Mr. G subs.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, so that's it. I don't know. That's
It's awesome.
That's
It's
the
fun.
Masters. That's like
Yeah.
all the main things that
Yeah.
I wrote down.
Yeah. Would you want to go back? Or do you think you scratched
Yeah,
the itch?
because also the guy who texted us after, he's like, man, I got to tell you guys, because he was there all week.
Okay.
And he was like, he just had groups coming in and out.
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Like he was just rotating these tickets because he was,
I mean, he's the guy to know.
he was the member.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, we got kind of screwed. We had carts that could have taken us, and there was all these secret hidden bars that we could have had access
What?
to. And I'm like, damn.
So you like speakeasies at
Yeah,
Augusta National?
yeah. I was like, damn, that would have been sick. So I would go back.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like to go back with full taste buds. Oh, the one thing I'm disappointed in, we went to 3 different stands. Not one of them had the peach ice cream sandwich.
Oh, I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had that, but that's like a famous
Yes,
item. Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It's
Can I
like
tell you one
regularly
thing?
not having dogs.
Yeah. Can I tell you one thing that bothers me about golf, though?
What's that?
Everybody just cheers for everybody. It's like a little too nice. Like that's why I like the Ryder Cup, where it's like you're rooting against another team. You know, you're rooting against people, and you get like a little home crowd.
You want the booze.
Or not even, but even it's just like even if you have a favorite golfer, you clap just as hard for whoever's doing the best. It's like everybody at golf is fair weather fan.
Well,
It's just polite.
well,
That's the culture.
To argue that there is an aspect of the live thing where people are not.
Oh yeah, did you feel that?
No, because it was the practice round. There was
Okay,
no.
all right, yeah.
And like I said, I saw Brooks, who was a live guy, but I didn't. It was just he was walking out and they're roping him off, and
Yeah.
He was-
okay.
it was like a
That's,
quick
yeah.
walk by.
I wonder how. I didn't notice that like when he was playing if the gallery reacted to him differently than other people.
yeah, it seemed like Phil had a really big day.
Yeah.
It seemed like people were cheering him at the end.
Yeah,
on
well, he's
18.
always been a favorite.
Yeah.
People love Phil.
Yeah,
So
but people hate Phil's also had a big dark side with the whole
it's true.
beginning of live and stuff. So.
Yeah.
I have a scenario.
What do you have?
It has zero to do with golf.
Bring it up.
So I'm going to leave names out of this one.
Thank you.
I go to a Cubs game with a friend and his younger brother. And for the sake of the hypothetical, we'll say the brother is mid-20s, 24 to 26. We go to a bar after. We're probably like 7 beers deep. And a girl randomly walks up to my friend's brother, very good-looking girl, and inside the bar, she just starts aggressively making out with him. And he's not really doing anything to stop it. He's a little drunk too. And so they're behind me. I'm having a conversation with someone else. Then I look over like 2 minutes later. I'm like, this is still going on right in the open here.
What bar?
Then it got to
No, I know where this is going. I think.
and then it got to a point where people started pulling out Snapchat. And so I tell his brother, I'm like, hey, maybe we should clear this up a little. Do you think if you are in this kid's position where he is, we'll say again, 24, 25, and he doesn't have a place to bring her back to, I guess that'd be best case scenario, right? You don't want to just make out at a bar and be done. Is it still worth it to hook up with a very good looking girl inside of a bar if you are that young? And do you think drunk you could be capable of stopping a very good looking girl from making out with you in public like that?
Good question, Danny.
That is a good question.
It went the opposite way. I thought you were going to say that her boyfriend was there and she was trying to make him jealous, or someone was there. And it was going to be a fight.
Which bar was this?
Does it matter?
Kinda. It does to me.
Really?
Yeah, because I think there are certain bars where it's like,
You could do the makeouts?
yeah.
Okay, country club.
Well, I mean,
Is it actually country club?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think you can do it in country club.
Second floor. Does that make a difference?
Yeah.
it's a little more private.
Yeah.
It's a little more private.
But like, how do you know that she didn't have a place? Like, we're going back to her place, or is this just?
well, the
for
guy didn't take his
hypothetical?
lips off her mouth to find out. This guy was
Yeah,
just like,
I think if I'm 24, fuck it. Yeah, I'll just make out, and sometimes it's just good to have a little confidence boost. You know, it's just nice to win one, even if
Is
you.
it
The way
worth
I-
the scaries the next day of seeing that on someone's Instagram story?
the way I envision is like this guy. They were sucked on it like a hose onto a fucking brick fucking Chicago house.
I mean, yeah, this girl just literally walked up to him. It was like an angel coming down.
I mean, yeah. Listen, you got to go for at least the 10-second Frencher, right? I think once you hit
But
that,
my counter would be is what's the point of getting 10-second French kissed for it to inevitably end up on video, or even your buddies seeing you're like, oh, you made out with the girl in a
'cause
bar,
you're-
only for it to not lead to anything besides a 10-second kiss.
Yeah. I mean, I despise PDA.
Yeah.
Are you guys big on that?
No, I don't think anyone should be at this age.
Yeah, no, it's like you can't do a public makeout. You can do a little smooch.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And
We're not
that's
talking
and that's like
hand-holding.
only if it's like, I don't know, like a significant other kind of like you just give like a little peck. Say like if your girlfriend if you've been out the bar and she's meeting you out, you give her like a kiss hello.
Yeah.
I think that's totally fine inbounds.
Yeah.
But like you can't just be sucking face.
So what do you say to this guy when he takes the oxygen tank off? Like, is he like?
He's just like, it kind of just happened. Like, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah, but I kind of agree with him too, especially
Same.
at that age. Yeah,
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
But he also might not be right.
And no, but like what do you think is the cutoff age wise where you just like that's no longer acceptable? Because I think he's flirting with it. Let's say if he's 24, I think that's fine. If he's 27, it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I was gonna say, even at 25, it's like 24, you still got some college in you.
Yeah. I think that I think it's 26. 27 is like what are you doing?
Well, Wrigley's a young man's game.
It is.
It was also still daytime.
Yeah,
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay.
That changes it for me too.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Time doesn't matter if you go to a 120 game. Time just does not matter.
It's like the Masters. You don't even know what time
Yes, it doesn't matter. They should
You
pull
look up at the
clocks.
scoreboard out the center,
Exactly,
see what
yeah.
time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did have that thought, by the way, that Wrigley should pull phones. That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of sick. It's so old, it has the opportunity. But sorry,
Yeah.
not to derail.
No.
Yeah, this guy could do that. See, listen, and
It's like
you know what? Better yet, how old does she look again?
They look the same age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was say if she was like 22, 23,
The kids have some
she
fun,
deserves
Dan.
it. That's her domain.
Hey,
really.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
She's there
stop
for
it.
12 months out of the year. She's not a Cubs fan who's there
Yep.
for 8 months out of the year.
I didn't stop it. It's just, the aspect. It's obviously a little different from us. If someone
it
videoed
has-
us doing that,
Yeah,
God, we'd have to address it on live radio.
Yeah.
But him,
Fuck,
still, it could kind of be weird at a job. Your boss could still somehow end up. I'm just saying, the pros outweighs the
likely
cons.
do you think that is, depending on?
Well, that scenario, that'll probably never happen to anyone ever again.
Well, I just mean like I'm doing Barstool for about 10 years now, and I always had other jobs until 2019. It was very rare where people connected the dots.
So a random air horn in the back, that'll wake you up.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
Can't wait
Chief.
till
As you were
September.
saying.
Yeah. No, I feel like, yeah. So an absurd Harry's dying over there.
I envision. I hope the construction guys are doing that to fuck with us.
That would be funny.
To stick it to us, but
Yeah.
little do they know we think it's as funny as anybody.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought. I got it.
No one's ever filmed you doing something embarrassing in public.
Almost exclusively.
Well,
That's this job. That's what this job is.
I mean, in public.
I
like
told
a
people that I
stranger.
like getting my ear nibbled on and had to hear
Yeah,
about it.
and he likes
Yeah.
bald eagle.
But we're in
Sign
front
up
of
for that.
cameras.
Hey,
Yeah, but what?
T, can we?
What?
I want to bring up something, but I don't know if you want to. If you want it brought up.
That's the
Why
golden
don't
rule
you-
of
Why don't you have
podcasting.
the cut button
All right,
ready?
have the blur button.
Yeah.
The golden rule of podcasting.
I'm gonna
Don't bring it
even
up.
help
if you're not
Harry
gonna
out. I'm
bring
gonna
it up.
put my hand over my mouth like this is Lou Piniella talking to a pitcher.
I feel like I'm going to say no.
Peaky Blinder room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we
that's
could
been
talk
brought
about-
up before.
We could talk about the Peaky Blinders.
So you got caught making out.
Yeah, but first of all, that
And it became a thing. Yo, how about your boy? who
well,
just
that's like a
makes out at the
fucking
bar?
game of telephone. Dante, he first asked me about it.
Dante said he fucked her in there.
Yeah, it was like.
Oh, he said you did.
Yeah, he said it was
No,
like this.
stop.
And I was, and it was just it was just she and I in a private room at a bar late night, and it was just it was not even near what he's describing.
No, it's different.
Yeah.
Because
No, I'm just saying the level, the intensity of it. Because even in that situation, I wasn't super comfortable.
Yeah.
with it, but it was just like you're sitting there or whatever.
And it's not PDA if you're in a private room.
True. And then his Dante's guy like walked in who was like manager or partner in the bar and saw it, and I was like, fuck.
He saw
Definitely.
it, came in a Chief getting his ear ripped off.
So at this point, it was only you and her in this private room. For people that don't know, Dante owns a bar in Chicago, Uproar, that has a little private room for people who are friends with.
Yeah, it's like upstairs, like kind of like off the kitchen.
So it was only you and her in there at that point. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he walked in.
This room's reserved tonight.
No, and it was like one of those things where we had a few people sitting with us, and he was one of them, and then he left. He's like, all right, I gotta go. Thanks for coming in, blah blah. And like, then we just stayed, and then it like started up, and then he like came back. I don't know, however long later, and it was a little awkward. And then we left immediately. But
could I call Dante and ask him his version that he
sure.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Let's start off by telling him we're live.
I will. This.
I don't
Hey
like
Dante,
this,
we're on the
actually.
podcast. You got a second?
Of course.
All
For
right.
you, I'll drop everything.
Thank you, Dante. I appreciate that. Hey, so we're talking about the time when
He wasn't there.
I know, but we're talking about the time when Chief got caught making out or doing something in the Peaky Blinder room at Uproar. What was the version? What was the version of the events that you
Come
heard?
on, man.
Thank you, Dante. Thank you, Dante.
Do that to me,
What? I want to know the version that you what?
dude. We got off the air last time I was on, and he looked at me and he was so sad. He was like, "I can't believe you brought that up on air. Now you're gonna make me bring it up again."
I asked for clearance.
He
I
gave
asked for
permission, and I got bullied. He can't hear me,
man.
Kenny.
I heard. I don't know. I heard there was a lot of action going on back there.
See.
I thought it was a lot more than what actually happened, though. But I don't know. What did Ryan tell you? I don't want to throw him under the bus again.
He's here. Can you hear him?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
I don't think he can hear you.
Ryan, can I tell? How much of the truth can I tell? Scale.
I don't think you know the truth because you weren't there. I just told the truth.
Okay, put it this way. I texted Chief and I asked him if he had sex in our back room at the bar. And he said, "What are you talking about?"
This is what I mean. It's like a big game of like every time the story gets told, it gets told in like this grander way where you have a little casual makeout, and all of a sudden,
exaggerated.
oh, it like no clothing items, hands are at 10 and 2. It was like very PG. And then I get a text from Dante like the next day being like, "Did you have sex in the Peaky Blinders room?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Why did he think they had sex? Were there like cushions off the couch? Chairs knocked over?
No. There was nothing. My mother listens to this fucking show.
Our manager
Hi,
at the time
Marianne.
was like, "Yo, your boy Barstool Chief was getting after it in the private room last night." I was like, "Oh, he was fucked up," and he was like, "No, he was with some girl. Like they were going at it."
This is just not true. This is fake news.
That's where it came from. But I apologize, Ryan. I know I'm going to regret this. Ed is just...
I regret it.
Ed is relentless in his interrogation.
And there's nothing about like a pair of underwear under the couch or anything.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, he told you that.
No, he's making shit up like he always does.
No, I'm not just making sure.
You scumbag. No.
All right, Dante, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, bye, boys. Missed you.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye.
I'm glad we
you
got
too.
that cleared up.
Yeah, now it's super clear. Didn't feel like a necessary phone call.
I guess
I
we'll
gave
never
the
know
Lou
what.
Pinella. I asked for permission.
Yeah.
I guess we'll never know what happened in
But
the
it's
Peaky
like
Blinders
it's
room
one
that
of those
day.
things where it's like I have to give permission before I know how it goes.
Eddie knows. Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to sound that bad.
No, I think
Like how much of the truth? Like there was no truth in anything that he had said. None. It was just I don't know. It was normal.
fight for your truth. At least talk yourself into a paper bag.
I'm surprised.
Imagine this conversation with the White Sox Dave.
Well,
right
that's
now,
what I
it'd
was
be
just
like-
going to say. Can you imagine if, I'm surprised Dante's reaction was that it was me. Like, that's way more of a White Sox Dave move,
Oh,
I think.
Yeah, White Sox Dave this whole time would have been like, I didn't have sex with her. And at the end, be like, I only got a blowjob.
yeah. He would have
Yeah.
been swerving.
All right. So,
Swerving that
just, Harry, the last 11 minutes just cut those out.
Cut this out.
I mean, Eddie, next time just ask Chief for his diary. It might be easier for you.
Sorry to Marianne.
Yeah.
But real quick, back to your guy to take the focus off.
Let's just
Chief
thanks.
here. See, I do good things.
Yeah.
I do a lot of good things.
Yeah. Anyways, back to your
How
guy.
long time elapsed was the makeout?
I'd say probably about on and off 7 minutes.
Wow.
That's longer than mine was. 100%. 100%.
No proof.
You-
There's zero proof.
no one has any proof of anything.
7 minutes, huh?
That's a
7
lot.
minutes in heaven. That's what they usually do with
And then
the
she
makeout
just
game.
she vanished.
Pretty much, we were leaving too. It didn't seem like there was a light at the end of the tunnel.
Did
there.
he get any backstory? I feel like any whoa, are you just, what
this-
was it about me?
Is this guy yeah, that's what would be my question. I'd be like, what's wrong with you?
She seemed pretty drunk, but
Is he
she
like
probably
a
was.
handsome dude?
Yeah, he's handsome. She probably was. She wasn't falling over, but given that we were at a Cubs day game, I'm sure she was pretty drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's all it takes for a young girl.
Who was she with? Was she with the crew or no?
I'm not sure.
Damn.
I was trying to look away. I wanted to give them their privacy in the middle of a bar.
Yeah. You were
You're a
a
respectful
Snapchat
guy.
Yeah, it was out of habit for you. You were you saw you're like, this is it. This is my job.
I don't work for you. You can stop filming me make out with people.
Can you sign this consent form, please?
Hey, you two, get over here, girl.
This is my job.
Good times to be young again.
Good times.
I would not want to be young again.
Well, you don't need to be. You just did it last year.
It's true.
All right, is the show over yet?
No youth necessary for Chief. Sorry to Marianne. Thank you for listening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now I got to go home and unsubscribe from the podcast
To
from
their
her
show.
phone.
For her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a weird. We just had no episode last week. First time ever. We just
Yeah.
didn't release one on a Wednesday, Ma.
No.
Equipment's broken. Harry fucked it up.
Please subscribe.
No, air horn went off.
Yeah, please tell all your friends.
Yeah.
Have their mom subscribe.
Yes, I'd like this episode to be the biggest one we've ever had. For the Masters talk.
Right.
I had a good experience.
Watch Harry be title it Chief's makeout. Like the time Chief hooked up in the Peaky Blinders.
I mean,
room.
that's views. So I hope
No,
that,
you're not Harry. No, thank you.
Hey, Harry, we'll talk.
I saw that wink.
Let's not rule it out. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Find a picture of her for the thumbnail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what's?
I think she's engaged now.
Oh no.
I think so. No, that's fine. It's good.
Good for her.
Good for her.
All right, then. We could sign off. Tomorrow, don't forget, watch Rambo First Blood tonight on HBO Max. It's 90 minutes. It's a quick in and out movie. It's a classic if you've never seen it. If you did see it, had a fun conversation with Tommy Smokes and John Rich.
Good.
Two masculine men that wanted to recap Rambo with me and other masculine men.
Wait, you're putting John Rich in the category of Tommy Smokes?
No, it's just, I just want to talk to John Rich.
Okay.
I like that guy.
All right.
All right,
I like
then.
that guy too.
Yeah.
Same. I can't not say same.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's go. Another affirmation.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. That's it. See you tomorrow.